This is all that's left of my spinner belt dreams.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
I hated the hate that the Cultaholic spinner belt got. There was me trying to bring the belt screaming into 2005, and I just get pushed to the side.
Headlines.
A WWE Raw star was injured on Monday. An NFL star is close to signing with WWE. And a WWE Raw star is said to be heading to SmackDown. Find out who in a little bit. We have an injury coming out of Monday Night Raw, which could potentially cause some issues for a current storyline.
Yeah, one of the big storylines over on Raw. It's one half of the AOP, and more importantly, my favourite half.
Spoiler for Ranked.
Razor. He's the big one, you know. Razor. Now, it's believed that he has suffered a torn biceps. This could be really, really bad news, because if that is the case, it will take him out for numerous months.
They've had a bit of a tough order, haven't they, since they joined the main roster? Because it was last year that Akam got injured.
Last January,
Leg
injury.
Sorry.
Oh, he likes it.
Oh,
come on, calm
sorry,
down.
I'm allergic to talking about Akam's injury. So Authors of Pain have had a funny old time of it since joining the main roster. Do you remember when they started in NXT and they had Paul Ellering there, and it just kind of felt like they've just got these two big boys who are just going to dominate tag team wrestling. And then they came to Monday night and they just sort of hung around, disappeared. And now they're aligned with Seth Rollins. We're like, hey, this is some meat on the bone for the AOP. And it looks like at least one of them could be out of action for a while.
It's very clear that the secret ingredient here is one Paul Ellering.
Exactly.
I don't remember them getting injured down in NXT. And then you say, Paul, you're not needed anymore. You can't deal with the travel because you're an old man. And now they're getting injured all over the shop. That's my speculation anyway.
Do you keep both AOP on telly?
Yeah, I think you do.
If one of them is injured.
One could be a big henchman, because you know what? That Seth's group needs a henchman. That's one of the roles in any stable, really, especially any heel stable. So yeah, I think you do. It just sucks, doesn't it? Because he could be out for I don't know, 6 months?
As you say,
9 months maybe?
If it's a bicep injury, it does take you out of it for a while.
A tear is pretty bad.
Do you know what'd be quite funny? And if he goes off TV and they take somebody like, for example, I'm trying to think who they could take. Like somebody from 205 Live, Jack Gallagher.
Okay.
Dress him up as AOP and go, there's Akam and Razor. And they just don't acknowledge it.
They've got this. They had Rockstar Spud doing the whole gig. Just bring back Spud. What the hell? Sorry, Drake Maverick.
Use his real name, Drake Maverick. Get Drake Maverick. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Just dress up Drake as it and it'll be fine. All the best to Razor. Are you ready for the Gronk? Are you ready for the Gronk? Better get ready for the Gronk. Put some padding down or something, I guess. According to Ryan Satin on The Satin Sheet, on WWE Backstage, Rob Gronkowski, former NFL tight end, is close to signing with WWE.
The exact words, he's deep in talks with WWE and close to finalising a deal, which means he's signed. This is mental. I have no idea why they presented it in this way, because that's not the way that you announce things. That means he's signed and they're just looking to drum up a bit of extra publicity before the announcement made that he's signed as well. They just wouldn't be talking about it. They wouldn't be talking because it could scupper discussions.
It does seem funny.
I've never seen WWE do this before. Hey, we've almost got Tyson. He's going to... No, that's not how it works.
Maybe Ryan Satin texted Triple H and said, have we signed Gronk? And it's just been left on red. And those 3 dots have been going in the corner for ages. But Ryan's like, I've got to go on in a minute. He's close to signing, I guess.
It's just...
Maybe.
It's a really odd way of doing it. Right, Rob Gronkowski in WWE. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know anything about American football, because I really
am.
My
NFL, big star. 3 Super Bowls during his 9-year career.
You've written it down.
First all-team. No, my eyes are just diverted down here looking at a really fun dog that you can't see off screen. First all-team, all-pro, 4 times, 5 Pro Bowls. He's a tight end. There you go.
You're a
think we got away with
tight end.
Oh, you cheeky devil.
So yeah, Gronk. I know him best from the armbar. He came in and he helped my boy Mojo Rawley win the thing, and it was absolutely fantastic. He took out Jinder Mahal. What a weird time. What a weird time.
He has taken out a former WWE champion.
Yeah, he bloody has.
Go on, Gronk.
Yes. You know what? I don't want to just poo-poo somebody coming in from an outside industry, because I think it's been done very successfully in the past, and there's numerous wrestlers who are former NFL guys or former college football players who have done very, very well. Hello, Bradshaw, and loads of them have done it, in fact. So I'm willing to see how he can do. He's a guy who I understand from the interviews I've seen with him. He's got a lot of charisma, so let's give him a chance.
The bit he did in the armbar, like, he seemed all right.
If memory serves, he did a shoulder tackle, which is the American. Yeah,
it looked fine.
Sure,
he had a lot of character when he did it. Yeah, out the ring. I think if you're going to bring him in, you have that security member as his manager. Because you remember during the armbar, phenomenal worker.
I think she's the one that took out Enzo as well. Remember when Enzo dressed up as Ringo Starr for some reason and got in the front row? I'm pretty sure it was her that got him away. Props up. What's her name? Let us know in the comments. That's going to really bother me now.
And whatever you're paying her, pay her double. She's brilliant.
More than Gronk. Double Gronk salary, in fact.
Give her a double Gronk. Tight end. The card has been announced for a WWE show emanating from Madison Square Garden on the 22nd of March that could shed a little bit of light into what WWE's plans are after WrestleMania.
Interesting stuff here. Of course, just remember, card is always, always, always subject to change. But just been announced, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for the NXT Women's title, suggesting that Rhea Ripley might retain the thing. But I wouldn't read too much into it because card is always subject to change.
I think it's really great to have Ripley and Bianca at the Madison Square Garden show with an NXT title on the line. I feel like that's quite a groundbreaking moment. And they'll have a great match as well. They work well together.
For sure. Another interesting one here, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, suggesting that after Drew is done with Lesnar and is the champion, and Randy has killed Edge, no, hopefully not, it'll be Drew and Orton feuding, maybe over the WWE title.
It feels that way. I feel like Randy Orton at the moment is certainly he's certainly become one of the hottest heels on Raw.
And the hottest heel in WWE, without a doubt.
The thing is, right, he has done it in a way, like, you compare Randy Orton to last year when he was feuding with Kofi Kingston and how we were like, this is damaging. Randy Orton hasn't really changed his shtick up, but we've suddenly gone hottest heel on Raw. Weird, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Unless I'm missing something.
No, he's being more intense, more malicious. It seems like he's being allowed to do more creatively.
Yeah.
And I think it just feels like with Orton, the fire's in his belly again. He gets lazy, he gets complacent. And you can say, hey, he's safe, he's always safe, and he just does what he needs to do and all that. But you can tell that he really cares about this feud, and it shows on TV. It's the best thing on Raw right now.
Also, Madison Square Garden on the 22nd of March, Street Profits and Ricochet. Ricochet, welcome back from main event, mate. Taking on AJ Styles and the Good Brothers, possibly Good Brothers Street Profits after Mania.
Yeah.
We don't know. Rollins in the AOP and Murphy versus Kevin Owens, Viking Raiders and Aleister Black. I thought that 10-man tag could be a match, or an 8-man tag you could have at WrestleMania.
They might do. I get the impression that it's probably Seth versus Owens in singles, but also Montez on Raw was pointing at the WrestleMania sign. Maybe it's a big, a Survivor Series match at WrestleMania, basically.
Unless it's those two with everybody else around the ring just
it could be
running shenanigans.
Except for Razor, unfortunately.
Oh no, he won't be doing that much. Kabuki Warriors defend against Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, the women's tag titles.
I thought they were going away after Mania. This is what...
I think it's just a marquee match near the top of the show. Also, DX are going to be there, but breaking it down. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Road Dogg, and X-Pac.
Oh, I bloody love Billy Gunn. Really? Oh, no, he's in AEW.
Distinct like a headband is now required for all of DX.
Yeah, they've got nothing.
Literally, they're all bald now.
Hunter's... Oh, no. Shawn... Has he got other... No. He's totally bald still. Dog. The D-O-double-G.
If he's not
bald... The cornrows?
I wish he had the cornrows still. And X-Pac, distinct lack of hair in DX these days, but they'll be there as well. Packed old show for MSG. I'll tell you who's not like most girls. Some girls. I'll tell you who else is not like most girls. Nia Jax.
That's right, Nia Jax kicking off the news yesterday, and here she is closing the news today. Nia Jax, PW Insider reporting that Nia is medically cleared to come back, perform in WWE, but perhaps more interestingly, the word going around backstage at Raw is that Nia won't be returning to Raw, she'll be over on SmackDown.
That's interesting. I feel like she makes sense to move over to SmackDown. I feel like the Raw focus for the women's title, at least, is going to be Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch. In terms of people she can face on Raw, in other matches, I think it's quite limited. SmackDown, I think you've got probably a bigger breadth of potential new matches for Nia Jax.
I don't know, after WrestleMania, if Shayna picks up the Raw Women's title, her first feud following that with Nia, I'd actually be all for that. Obviously, Shayna going over in convincing fashion as well, but I don't know, Shayna slaying the Beast, but very, very quickly, that would be kind of cool.
That'd be quite nice for after WrestleMania.
I just called her a beast. That's not very nice. The Giant.
No, but
That's a.
The whole thing is she's not like most girls.
There you go.
She is also our beast because she is our big, strong woman. And the thing is with SmackDown, there's a 6-pack challenge happening on Friday. Could we see Nia slotted into there? Beating up most girls?
Yeah, quite like that.
Possibly.
Oh, I don't want to see her like fast track to a Mania match. I don't want to see like Nia versus Bayley at Mania.
I can't think.
It's only 3-4 weeks away, isn't it? Yeah.
They did Nia Bayley at NXT London.
I know, I was there.
You were there?
I was there!
Oh, get you!
Hey, Bayley! Ooh! Ha! I want to know if you'll beat Nia Jax.
And she did. With that front face lock sleeper for about 20 minutes. It was great match. Just white hot crowd, really strong finish. I don't know how I feel about seeing that match with the roles reversed.
Bayley playing the heel, Nia playing the face. No, I'm not convinced either. The other thing that's happening on SmackDown, and this could play into it, is Paige is there to make some sort of an announcement. It's probably going to regard the SmackDown Women's title. Could she be bringing in Nia as a client? Like they probably want to do more with Paige. She just does backstage at the moment. The Kabuki Warrior thing proved that she's a fantastic manager who's going to go far because they were on TV all the time.
So Paige managing Nia as faces against Bayley.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
Thanks, I hate it. Have a great Wednesday.
He got the day right!
Hey!